Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Green Hell. My name is Dig, and this is the second episode of our Green Hell story playthrough. It is 13:21, or about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and I think we should at least collect a few of the essential supplies before we get going on our adventure. Now, there are a couple of banana trees here, and it looks like this one has a couple of ripe fruits, at least 2 or so. Yes, okay. Don't worry, those do respawn in good time, so you're not destroying the plants entirely. There's also some rocks here, and you can go ahead and harvest these up, and you'll get some stones, and stones are very important. As you can see, now we have the option to create a stone blade, which is just 2 stones in the crafting pad. Just like so. And those stone blades will allow you to continue with the creation of extra things. Unfortunately, that does not, work in that slot. So we'll just do it like this. Okay. We definitely need to get something to set up a fire with, and we need to collect sticks as well. Always want to have sticks on you, and some lashing, which I believe is called liana, and it is the vines that you get from these big trees here. Yes. Also, in this starting location, there is some obsidian right here, which is good to be used in crafting as well. The tools in this game have something as a skill-based use system. So the more you use the tool, the more it gets upgraded per se, or the skill of your use of that item gets upgraded, so it does a little bit more damage, and it also allows you to craft it of a little bit higher durability. Right now, as you can see, this rock knife has about, 10-15% durability, which is not the greatest. After a long time, or a little bit of time of cutting with it, it will break and you will have to craft another one. Okay, so we are full on big sticks now. I'll take these nuts. These are always good. Where'd the other one go? Did it roll down the hill? Nope, okay. Let's see. Can I cut down this with this little stick knife? Oh, you can. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. New entry, large planting box. Well, that's a bit excessive. All right, we're going to craft up ourselves a spear. Can I use that? Yes, I can. There we go. Obsidian spear. We're going to trade, and I guess we'll put that on 4 now. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back down and get some more of these stones and harvest them. Oops. Harvest them up. And now we have the ability to craft. So you can do it with 1, but I'm going to do it with 2. And a piece of rope. And this crafts an axe. And there we go. We have our makings of our first rudimentary tools of our first day. Now, this pond has quite a bit of resources in it, such as meat for food, water. Now, the water is unsafe, but it is not necessarily going to kill you. You can drink it. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes not so much. Snails are safe to eat, and these bird nests are very good for fire starting. Now, this one has an egg in it, which I believe you must cook before eating, but I could be wrong on that. Food poisoning is a very big deal, and you do not want to get it as much as possible, at least not until you have the supplies to really subvert it. I believe charcoal helps with food poisoning. Okay, so now our main objective now is to go ahead and find help, which means we need to pretty much leave the area we are currently in. And we can do that by following this log across this gap. Now there is another one that goes that way, that leads through a cave, but we need to go this way. Go ahead and grab some more lashing, and we will grab that Molinaria for creating some bandages. I'm using the knife here. It doesn't matter if you use the knife or if you use the axe. Either one is fine. I'm just going to craft up some basic bandages for now. And later, when we have a little bit more supplies, we can craft up something better. Now, as you can tell, it's getting a little bit dark. Not too bad yet. It's still easy enough to see. I'm going to leave those as is for now. Go ahead and check our nutrients. Everything's doing well so far. And we're just going to continue heading north. Okay. Now, you want to be careful because there are lots of different things that can get you now. So you need to be vigilant of those things. This is an anthill. You want to avoid that because it will cause rashes. These larvae are useful for bait and for fishing for later. But for now, we do not need them. Now you can take and harvest this parrot and it will give you feathers. But for now, we don't really need any. Well, we'll take it anyway. And it will give you a little bit of raw macaw meat, which is fine to eat after you cook it. It is not rotten yet. Here are some fruits. These fruits are perfectly safe to eat, and they are very good for you, as are these yellow mushrooms. We're going to continue heading along this trail, and hopefully we find some sort of help. Now, the notebook is going to be your friend. The notebook will tell you different aspects of different things after you've eaten them, created them into stews and different things like that. And it sort of just helps you keep track of everything. But in the beginning stages of the game, it really is trial and error. And believe me, it is not very fun. You will die many times. Which, when I first played the game, was intriguing. And the second time, less so. And the third time, even less. Although I do remember mostly what we need and what we're doing. Okay, so we've come across some sort of abandoned looking camp here. Tribal village. There is a drying rack here, which is going to be very useful. And it appears there's something in the fire here. A burned backpack.
It's a map. Or at least what's left of it.
Yes. Now, this is a very long article on the religious rituals and hearing ceremonies of the Abiwaka. If you are interested in reading this, you can go ahead and do that now. There you go. It is true that the members of the Abiwaka who take ayahuasca exhibit good spirits, calmness, and stability, and are better at social interactions. They also have excellent memory and concentration. All right, it looks like we have a map now.
Lambda 2.
I believe we are here
Doesn't ring a
at this
bell.
location. And this is the little oasis area we were a minute ago, if I'm reading this correctly. Now, this location is very useful for many things. You can make your own fire here because, if I remember correctly, there are stones nearby. And there is a bone knife, which is useful. You can go ahead and get rid of the other knife. It no longer is necessary. And if you really wanted to, you could destroy it, which I'm going to leave it for now because you never know. Another very useful feature of this village is the fact that there is a hammock here, which allows you to sleep. Now, it is 1800 hours, which is 6 p.m. So not quite ready for sleep yet. And let's just check what we have for our nutrients. We're doing okay for everything. Now over here is like a little bit banana plantation with a nasty little spider and a trap. And if you want to unlock new crafting recipes, you must do this. You must go up to them and examine them for them to be activated. Now, I don't need this little spider, so I'm going to destroy him. All right, it is getting pretty dark now. I don't know what is considered nighttime necessarily in this, but I will go ahead and sleep now. Now, if you sleep on the ground or you fall asleep from exhaustion, you will get little worm parasite things in your skin, and you definitely do not want to get those because they lower your sanity quite a bit. Now, as you can see, sleeping did lower my health, if you will, but it refilled my energy. And you can refill your health by eating different types of foods. Protein mostly does a very good way. Now, because I slept outside uncovered mostly, I did get a leech. So we're going to go ahead and inspect our limbs to see where that leech may be so we can pluck him off. Ah, there we go. And we're all good. Now, as long as you don't leave the leeches on too long, you should be okay. Leeches will lower your sanity, which is the skull icon in the bottom left. Find help, make and drink the ayahuasca to restore your memory. Check the limit 2. So that is telling us that the next thing we need to do is craft the ayahuasca, which I don't believe it's told us how to do necessarily. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Ah, this is like the skills list. So it tells you your proficiency in different things. Not exactly sure how these work. Ah, here we go. Is this the village? Where is everyone? There is no sign of natives or Mia. Burnt backpacks, book notes, and map. Who does it belong to? And there's the coordinates, which is very helpful. And from the notes of that page that we read, ayahuasca helps patients with amnesia only in the presence of a shaman. Is this safe? Have I done this before? Is there any other way? Step 1 is light a fire under the ceremonial cauldron. Again, the coordinates. Step 2, collect your ingredients and put them inside. We need the Banistorop's copy, which is the strips of the vine growing on the thickest trees in the jungle. And we need the Psychotria viridis, which are the leaves and red fruit from the shrub. Then we need to boil them in the ceremonial bowl. And the ceremonial bowl is right here. We will go ahead and construct a fire underneath like that. It gives you a little place to put it. And we will fill that in once we collect the ingredients. Now, these sticks here, you can harvest or you can chop them with an axe. And we'll break them down into the small sticks again. Hopefully you guys can see. It is a little dark, so I apologize for that. You can craft a torch. Let's see, how do we craft a torch? I don't use a torch very often in this game. Where would that be under? Tools, maybe? Here we go. It is a stick and some rope. Oh, so very, very easy. Craft and boom. Now the problem is, I don't have a way to light this. Do I? No, I think you have to light it. Uh-oh. There's a jaguar right there. We're going to wait until it's close enough where I will not miss. Oh, thank you, Lord. That was going to be a very bad thing if this little guy had gotten his hands on us. Let me tell you. Now, this jaguar does spawn here every time. So if you're first playing the game, be on the lookout or the listen for that, because 1, it is terrifying, and 2, it is extremely dangerous. He will ruin you, and if you have not saved or have not slept, which also saves, you will have a very bad time. It is very unlikely that you will survive that encounter or be able to heal if you are not prepared for it. This is a very good fruit here, by the way. We're actually going to head and eat it, so we're going to take a look at our nutrients here. Everything's getting pretty low, and we're going to go ahead and eat this. And as you will see, it upped some things. Now, because we were dirty from harvesting that animal, we ended up getting parasites, which is not good. So we need to go wash off in the river in a moment. I'm just harvesting that, which is part of the ingredients for this ritual. I'm just going to finish this, and we'll go to the river and wash off. Now, it's very important to keep clean. Parasites are relatively easy to deal with. There are many ways to take care of them. But also, if you get hurt whilst you have mud on you or dirt on you, you will get infections as well. These little guys right here, when you eat them, will take care of your parasites, as you see, the -1 parasites and 5 carbohydrates. Now, what's cool about that is because I am thirsty, as you can see, I can drink from here.
Disgusting.
And that gave me 2 parasites. It's like, oh no, I got parasites. Well, you can just eat these 2 mushrooms that are here if you weren't silly like me and accidentally got sick. Now, I do not know if either of these mushrooms... No. So those mushrooms do not. So I still have 1 parasite, and the 1 parasite will drain my sanity. Now, a fix to this is simply to just run over here to one of these big trees, and around them there are usually these vibrant blue mushrooms, and these heal a substantial amount of parasites, as well as I believe they give you energy. So they're good to have around. Now, different varying foods in the game will spoil quite quickly. So you don't want to necessarily hoard everything you can find. As we go through the backpack here, it says 2 days and 7 hours for the fat, 1 day and 3 hours for this. The meat is almost spoiled. The egg is forever, basically, and the fruits spoil very quickly. Now, a safer way to get your water is through fruit, but I'm going to just go ahead and drink this again.
No, bad idea.
And I didn't get a parasite that time, so sometimes you do not get parasites, but as you can see, those blue mushrooms are -2, but they're also 10 energy, which is very good. Energy is something very important and something you want to be on the lookout for all the time, because if you run out of energy, you cannot do anything. You can't light a fire, you can't chop down trees, you can't do anything at all. Okay, now I believe that this resets our health and everything, so I'm not going to bother filling everything up too much. And we just need to craft another one of those hand drills, which we have plenty of energy to handle. And we also have... we don't have any dry leaves, so if you don't have bird's nests, you can go up to... let's see, where is one that has some dry leaves? So these ones have dry leaves. I don't typically like chopping these ones down because they do have the fat fruit. But there are other ones you can chop down. You can chop down these ones, and the leaves will dry out eventually. I'm not seeing any dry... sometimes there's dry leaves on the ground, but we're going to go ahead and just chop this one down for now. And we will hold to take these dry leaves. And it's good to have a little bit of them stored up. Now, most of the stuff that you chop down will stay on the ground for quite a while. I do not know the exact amount of time or if it's forever. I do know it is a decent amount of time, probably a couple of in-game days at least. So you're safe to do that if you don't have anything to store it in. Okay, so now we have our hand drill, and we can come to our backpack and take some of our dry leaves. And as you can see, the energy bar is going down. It's sort of a stamina bar, really, and the less energy you have, the less stamina you have. And with that, we'll also... That didn't work. No. Go in my backpack. Ah, there we go.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hello, little child.
Hey, wait!
What is going on? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What are you giggling at? Oh, those are pretty. Ooh. Oh, hello, birdie. Everything's so vibrant. So now we're under the influences of the ayahuasca. Or ayahuasca? I may be saying that wrong. A special ritual drink. And we're doing a sort of spiritual walk, if you will. The little boy is playing the role of our spirit guide, basically.
Hey, kid! Where are you? Where am I?
Now, if you played any of the Far Cry games, quite a few of them have a couple of sequences like this in them. And they're very interesting for sure. Sometimes I feel like developers add them in just because they want to sort of experiment and play around. I'm not usually a fan of them. Hold T. Hello?
Hello?
Do you remember how we got here?
We took a boat.
Mia? Is that you?
Oh, at you too.
First contact is always difficult. They're extremely weary.
I don't remember anything. You were calling to me. I ran out of the tent and...
They have to be. Civilization is killing them, and we don't even realize it.
Mia.
Maybe it would have been better if I'd just died back then.
There we go. Good old screenshot for later. Read the map. So this is the boat. This is the tent. And this is the village where she was at. I am not entirely sure what this is. If she took the boat again or not. Oops. What, do I have to touch you or something? Oh, I do. Okay.
Mia.
Whoosh. It's a pretty cool sequence. I like that a lot. It's unique.
When the American colonization began, the conquistadores brought their diseases here with them. Many tribes were wiped out, and the rest moved even deeper into the jungle. Chief Guini went on and on about whole generations of his ancestors being decimated, until they received a gift from the jungle. And me? Naively, I assured them about our good intentions.
Or good intentions to do what exactly? What's this letter? Today I've reached the village. So far I have no success communicating with the Abiwaka. They treat me like I'm invisible, which is still better than being chased away. I must earn their trust, show them that I'm just like them, and this means giving up the luxuries of technology. I'll see how long I'll last eating nothing but bananas. Jake said at the camp I'm worried about him. When he fell, he hurt himself pretty badly. He says he's fine, but I could swear I heard a hesitation in his voice. I hope it's only my imagination, and everything is all right. I know he's a grown man, but he's so clumsy. In the jungle, you have to watch your every step. Even the tiniest scratch can be lethal. It gets infected. I don't even want to think about it. Yes, indeed.
These children, I've seen them before.
Have
I
we?
miss them, you know? I wish I could see them again.
This is another good screenshot. Beautiful.
Just let me.
What are they drawing there? This is a really big village hut. This is really
Trusted
cool.
us. Embraced us as their own. They even shared their secret with us. Dios mío. ¿Qué hemos hecho?
I don't know what that means. This is cool. I like how everything's like paused. You know, like in time. Hello, Omen. Very interesting outfits you have on. Is there anything special for me to look at? Yes, there is. There is. This is her little area, it looks like. Her journal again. The Abiwaka are finally starting to trust me. It's about time. I'm sick of sleeping at the edge of the village with the jungle looming behind my back. Now I can stay among the tribe's people almost all day. Many of them are still distrustful, but what's important is that I managed to gain favor of Chieftain Queenie. Thanks to his support, I will soon have my initiation ceremony. Woo! I'm excited, but at the same time, a little scared. In theory, I know what to expect, but it's different to read about the ritual than to actually take part in it. I hope everything goes smoothly. I want to be one of them already. It will be wonderful to become part of this wonderful community. Plus, I will finally be able to bring Jake to the village. I can't wait for him to join me and talk to the Abiwak with me. This is kind of like how it was becoming a Christian. You know, you were scared and, you know, people were distrustful of you, but then at some point, all you wanted to do was just join the community and become a part of everything that it has to offer. And it's just something so much bigger than you are. Is that everything? This guy's got his little rock. This guy is like super sketch over here in the corner. Okay.
I just
wanna reach out and touch you. Ooh, gift. I take gift. Give me.
Jake, come in, please. I need you.
This again.
Yeah? Wait, I'm here.
Whoosh.
Hello? Jake? Please. I can't live without you.
Mia, is it really you? What happened? Are you safe?
Gracias a Dios que estás vivo. Me?
Me?
Trust me. Tell me what happened to you. I was losing it trying to contact you.
I took some
was hoping
drugs.
You could tell me that. You called me in the middle of the night, and I ran out to look for you, and all I remember is running and
I tripped.
falling.
Wait, you fell? That doesn't sound good.
It wasn't.
Okay,
It hurt.
take it easy. Breathe. Do you know where you are?
Oh, miraculously, I was not hurt.
I have no idea.
Can you give me some clue as to your whereabouts? a landmark or something.
I'm at a village.
Oh, the village. Recently I found a tribal village. It's deserted, though. Not sure why.
Is it a large, round village?
No, it's a
No,
small round
rather
village.
small. Just a few huts.
Cariño, if it's not the main village, it could be anywhere. We never found all the campsites.
Hey, there has to be another way. Found a map. It's half burnt, but there's a location marked on it. Lambda 2. Not sure what it is. Do you?
No, I don't think
No
so.
idea.
Can you get
Perfect.
there?
Well, I will
Maybe.
try.
You left me.
Mia,
Oh no.
come again? You're breaking up.
Without the... Oh, hope.
Mia! Mia!
Mia, no.
Fuck! Battery's dead.
Bummer, dude. Well, as we wait for the battery charge up and we watch the sun reflection off of the river, how beautiful. That is all the time I have for today. So, I thank you so much for watching. May God bless you, your family, and your loved ones as He has blessed me. And remember that Jesus loves you. And I will see you guys in the next episode.